Hello guys, in this video I'm going to talk about when I used to be popular. And I know you guys are probably thinking, how was I popular? Because I look very different. I know I don't dress like popular people do, but at one point I did, and I did fit in at one point. So I thought I would talk about it because it's kind of fun since I look the way I look. Yeah. When I was popular, it was in elementary school and a little bit in middle school. So I was not popular in high school or anything. I don't know if that counts. I still feel like I was a popular person because who I was friends with. And yeah, I don't really remember why or how I became friends with the popular people. But I have ADHD, so I'm very loud, or I used to be loud before I started medication and before school was too serious. So I would be really loud, and I liked the attention I got. I was pretty much a class clown. And in my school, the popular people were basically class clowns and the pretty people and the ones that were good at sports, I guess. So yeah, I was popular, or I became popular because I was a class clown. At one point, I was best friends with one of the most popular girls, I guess. And she was one of the pretty popular. Always the top most popular people were the pretty ones. I don't remember how I became best friends with her. I used to be pretty good at getting friends. I think I was a very likable person, but that was also because I was a people pleaser, basically. I would make fun of myself to make people laugh, and I was very hyper, and I think like crackhead energy, and I think people thought that was very funny. That's why they liked having me around, I guess. Like the girl I mentioned that was one of the most popular, I would call her Emily. So Emily was a girl with platinum blonde hair. She was really pretty. And even her whole family, like her dad, mom, and brother, they were all blonde and pretty. They were the perfect family. So I would sleep over a lot to her and hang out a lot with her. So that was the time I was the most popular, and I think it kind of went downhill from there. But yeah, I would try so hard to fit in. I would do things just to get attention from the boys, even though I didn't really care. But that was one of the things you just did. Yeah, I used to play soccer or football. Can you imagine that? Me doing that? Yeah, can you imagine that? It's very crazy to think that. I used to be a keeper. I really enjoy being a keeper, actually. And I did actually enjoy football. I think it was very fun entertainment at one point. Emily was a striker. I feel like all the popular girls used to be strikers, like the most popular ones. I think we became closer because of that we both had interest in football. So that's how that happened. And being popular at my school, at least, meant that you got invited to a lot of birthdays, like birthday parties. Okay, so some people had birthday parties where everyone in the class was invited, and those were so nice. I wish everyone had those because it was kind of sad to think about. Maybe some people in class never got invited. That's pretty sad. That was one of the reasons why some people would like to be popular, was getting invited and included. And you would get boys' attention. You weren't an outsider, I guess. The truth though is that it was just a lot of drama. And I remember when I was with the most popular ones, they were so insecure. it was like constantly wanting to be so pretty and having most boys like them and stuff. And I never had like, the boys didn't really like me. I had one relationship. All the years of elementary school, I had one boyfriend. And the only reason he became my boyfriend was because he felt bad for me. Which was so sad. Like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? Being popular does not mean you were popular with the boys, you know? But I was popular because they made fun of me and I laughed, you know? When you're the class clown, you're like, haha, are you funny? Laugh at me, make fun of me, you know? And then you have to laugh because if you're not laughing, you're not funny. That is so weird. That is a very weird way of thinking. But I did. And yeah, I don't remember why I stopped being best friends with Emily, but I started to be good friends with a girl I would name Sarah. So Sarah was also one of the most popular ones, but I wouldn't say she was just because she was pretty. I feel like she was just very extrovert, I guess. I would hang out a lot with her, and my parents were actually, or are, good friends with her parents, which made us very good friends. It was just constantly drama, like, and it was like stupid stuff too. It was so weird. And I remember one time it was this huge deal because this one girl had on a lot of makeup, and the thing is that when you're popular, yes, you do wear makeup, but in my school you were not, like, it was a no-no to wear foundation or more than like mascara. So if you was wearing or it was visible, people would make fun of you. So that was kind of weird. I would just straighten my hair and I would wear like oversized zipper hoodies and just some jeans because I was so insecure about my body. I remember in gym class when I was with the most popular girls is that they were the most insecure ones about their body. They would always hide their body, including me, because I was insecure. And yeah, we would hide our bodies when we were changing in gym class. So that just proves that, like, just because you're popular, it doesn't mean it's the good life, you know? Because I remember all of them were so insecure. It's just a facade, honestly, and that really proves it. The ones, like, the changing. And yeah, it was a lot of drama. So that was elementary school, like, closer to the end of, like, in 7th grade. I remember losing interest for soccer, so I would quit that because it got more serious too. I did not do well in school, by the way. I would skip class so much just to stay home at my PC. I still do. I still do stay a lot home. And I've always been that way. I'm a very anxious person. So I would skip school just to stay home when I hadn't done my homework and stuff. Or it was some kind of presentation or big projects, I would just skip pretty early in elementary school. So yeah, anyways, it got worse at the end of elementary school. And then in 7th grade, I started to get a lot of interest in alternative stuff like music and other stuff. I started to really feel like, oh, I don't want to be one of the popular kids. I'm different, you know, that kind of phase. But I still stayed friends with the popular people a while in middle school too. The thing in middle school, I would kind of go back and forth with being different and trying to fit in again. So it was very hard knowing who to be with. But I remember in the end of 8th grade, like, the more I started to struggle in middle school, I just started to cut out the normie people, and I would be like, "Oh, don't talk to me. you're a normie. I don't want to be friends with you. I'm different, you know? Yeah. Some of them, like, was kind to me, actually, I think. Yeah, some of them were friendly, and I don't think they actually had a problem with me dressing differently and stuff. But the thing is that I was so insecure, so I was like, if I dress differently, I can't be friends with the normies, you know? And I think that's the main reason why I stopped being friends with the popular people. And because of I was failing school, so that's not cool, you know? And I started to be friends with very people that was very bad influence, and people would spread rumors about me like, oh, she's drinking now, she's doing bad stuff. But in reality, I think they were doing a lot more stuff than I did. I mean, my friends did some stuff, but I never really did. So yeah, so that's how that was the popular life. So yeah, that's the story of me when I was a popular kid in elementary school. And in conclusion, I would say it's not worth it. I actually regret being friends with the people I was, because they were not my real friends. I actually had one girl that I was friends with through all the years, and we would go to her cabin a lot. I would sleep over a lot to her. She was so creative. She was so good at drawing. Like, she was the best in class at drawing. And I think it was mostly me, her, and my twin sister that used to draw a lot, which I don't think it's like a common thing to draw a lot when you're one of the popular kids. I don't know. It wasn't in my class, at least. I just wish I was more just with her. I just regret being with the people that weren't my friends, like real friends, and was more with her, because I feel like I fit in with her. Like, we were best friends, you know, and we would play games together and play with Legos. Yeah, it was if I'm thinking about like the good stuff, like good memories, it was with her, you know. It was not with the people that caused drama and only cared about boys' attention and 7 seconds in heaven and stuff. But you know, life is all about learning, and I'm glad I didn't stick around with those people longer than I did. I grew up in a rich white neighborhood, so of the people they were like, oh, I'm gonna be they were gonna be doctors and lawyers or football players, most of them. So I think it had to do a lot with the neighborhood I lived in too. I don't think I would actually be that obsessed with being popular if I grew up in a more open-minded neighborhood, I guess. Yeah, so that's that. If you watched the whole video, holy shit, how? This is the first time I'm doing like story something video. People have asked me to do ASMR. I'm just not comfortable with, you know, all the stuff. I like talking and having calm videos, but I don't really know how to do the ASMR part. But I like doing like story stuff if I have something to talk about, and this is the first time I found something to talk about. Isn't that great? Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Bye bye.